Hare Krishna. Today our satsang is Bhakti Yoga, the importance of Bhakti. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna emphasized on Bhakti Yoga process for attaining Him. In the 6th chapter, 47th shloka, Krishna says, "He who abides in me through devotional service is the best of the yogis." So, among all yogis, who adopts the Bhakti Yoga as a means for attaining the Krishna is regarded as the highest by Lord Sri Krishna. Krishna wants devotional service from us and he wants nothing. By reading whole of the Bhagavad Gita, if one has reached to this conclusion, it can be presumed that he has understood the Gita well. And at every instant, Krishna insists on devotional service from us. Devotional service attracts Lord Sri Krishna's attention in more big way than other processes. So let us go to the Gita, how Krishna insists on devotional service. So in the 6th chapter from 44th shloka to 47, Krishna insists you become a yogi, because yogi is greater than ascetic, greater than aristocratic, greater than men of knowledge. So in all circumstances, Krishna wants us to be a yogi. And he says, among all yogis, he who worship me, abiding me with great faith, is the highest of the all. So in that manner, Krishna places the Bhakti Yoga at the top position. And if you go further, 8th chapter, 22nd shloka also, Krishna insisted on Bhakti Yoga. Purusha sa para partha bhaktya lavastya ananyaya. The Supreme Personality of the Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. The one thing is, Krishna wants unalloyed devotion, uninterrupted devotion from us. The general mistake devotees commit is they just addict themselves to the mechanical process of Bhakti Yoga, like some specific countings of chanting and some kirtans for some specific time like that. That is always good for progressive devotional service, but Krishna wants more from us. He wants ananyaya. Anyaya means uninterrupting. It should not be impeded by any obstacles. It should be continuous until we are awake, from morning to evening. So that sort of devotional service is demanded by Lord Sri Krishna, and for this reason in this particular shloka, 8th chapter 22nd, Krishna is saying, the Lord who is greater than all is attainable by unalloyed devotion. So here also Krishna placed the Bhakti Yoga on the top. And if you further go on the 11th chapter, 53rd shloka also, Krishna is saying, 53rd and 54th, that Naham Vedam Tapsa na Dane Namna Chaichaya. Neither by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious austerities, penances, nor by charity, even not by worship. Shakya evo dushta dushta nivasima. Na chirjaya means worship. Krishna cannot be attained by just ideal worship in a particular way for some time in the day or night. Krishna is totally declining this in the 53rd shloka of the 11th chapter. And he further saying on the 54th shloka, Bhaktatva ananyaya shakya ahame vividho arjuna. Jnatam drushta cha tattvena pravestu cha parantapa. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you and thus can be seen directly. So if you really want to attain Krishna, then you have to adopt the Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti is uninterrupted. As long as you awake in a day, you may be doing anything. That is not the questionable. But Krishna should be centered in your mind and your consciousness should be full of Krishna consciousness. This is the requirement. If you go further, in the 15th chapter, 18th chapter, 55th shloka, Krishna insisting again that Bhakjaya mamabhi janati yavana yachasmi tattvata. So one can understand me as I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead only by devotional service. And so here it is very much established that Krishna can be known only by devotional service. And here one more thing we have to take into consideration is we can know Krishna only by his revelations. So it is absolutely the discretionary power of Krishna to reveal to some devotees. So in this way we cannot say that which devotee has been revealed how much by Krishna. So we cannot underestimate any devotee because we cannot know him by the external practices that are not the condition for knowing Krishna. Krishna can be known only by revelation, and Krishna only reveals to the sincere endeavoring devotee, and only Krishna knows how much one is endeavoring for Krishna in a right way to attain him in love. So my dear friend, here the sincerity, honesty and intense endeavor is counting. So all these qualities for attaining Krishna with the Ananya Bhaktaya can help us in progressing towards Krishna. All else will be a mere show, just decorating as a devotee and mechanically doing chantings and mechanically performing worships and kirtans. These all not be very much counting in the eyes of Krishna. You have to be totally dedicated to Krishna with total commitment to attain him with sincere endeavor and honest endeavor, and like and most intensified, and it's just like a question of birth and death for somebody. If such a enthusiasm is there, then definitely Krishna can be attained. So the thing established here in the today's satsang is, first Krishna demands devotional service. Devotional service means remembering Krishna always, that is Ananyaya, and remembering him with honest endeavor to attain him and his service and his love, and everything depends on the revelation of Krishna, how he directs you, how much greater he is and how he is directing you to come to him. So that is the total process. So do it, my dear friends. and attain Krishna in this birth only. Don't waste your valuable life. Thank you and Hare Krishna.